welcome to this second part of the video. In part one, we saw Breezy Meadows campground, and then we visited Lake Willoughby. Lake Willoughby is a pretty cool place. Though in part two, we're going to show you 3 waterfalls that are in Vermont that are really nice, and all the drive that we took up there to the waterfalls. Then we visited Montpelier, and then we visited a really special place which you will see at the end. Marshfield Falls. It's located. It was a drive about maybe 40 minutes to Marshfield Falls. On the way, we stopped at a town called Cabot, and guess what they make in Cabot? If you're a fan of cheese, the factory they have in there is the factory of Cabot cheese, and then they have a little store where they sell specialty cheeses made by Cabot. Cabot, you can find Cabot in Publix or any supermarket anywhere, but this store was really special. It was really small, and it had we really stock up on really good cheeses over there. They had every single kind of cheese you can imagine. There's a lot of people shopping there. It was a little store, but lots and lots of people shopping there. So the factory is huge. They don't offer tours. Sorry about that. So this one here is Marshfield Falls. So as you can see, it's very beautiful. The way to get there, it's well, we did it with the GPS, and the GPS took us to a place that was like right below and above Marshfield Falls. There is no parking lot, there is no bathroom, there are no facilities, there is not much of anything, but it is in the GPS, so you can find it through the GPS. The falls are really pretty, as you can see. It's really a beautiful place. It's a shame that it's not developed as a tourist place, but a lot of people know about it. A lot of locals, there were people jogging, and there were people doing all kinds of things in there. So it is a well-known place if you live there. The next one we went to was Moss Glen Falls. Moss Glen Falls. It's called Moss Glen Falls Natural Area in the Putnam State Forest. And Moss Glen Falls does have a parking lot. They don't have any bathrooms, but the parking lot is pretty big, so you can fit about maybe 15 cars in there, 15, 20. It's crowded, so if you go, expect the crowdiness.
There's the dad taking his kid for a ride.
Bingham Falls. And Bingham Falls, now that has a nice parking lot. It's very famous. A lot of locals go there, and as you can see, there is a trail to go all the way down to the falls. And well, of course, if you go down, you must come up. But the trail was nice. It was very well taken care of. There is people that take care of those things, and as you can see,
and this is beautiful Bingham Falls. As you can see, it is quite lovely. It runs along all these beautiful rocks, cooling as it goes, and then goes through this rocky gorge with lots of other individual pools that are made within the rock.
Here is Chicky going down into the area where the falls are, and that's where everybody goes to swim and to have picnics and all kinds of things. It is very rocky, it is very steep, and it is very slippery. There's the bathers. And there was a little accident there. guy climbed up the rocks and fell. So Chiqui's gonna tell you about it in just a second. This is the paramedic arriving to rescue the guy. He doesn't belong to the rescue group, he's just a paramedic. The rescue group came afterwards. And now Chiqui's gonna explain what happened to the poor guy. So what's the story?
He was scaling the rocks above the waterfall.
Scaling the rocks above. That was a
He
bright.
was coming down. And they were watching him from below, and they said, I hope he's going to stop there. Well, he did. He fell. Not
Oh, jeez.
very. And it's quite a distance.
It is quite a distance, yeah. I saw the rock from up there. It's
Yeah,
a big
it's scary.
drop, you know?
I don't know what he was thinking.
Oh, well.
I feel very bad for him.
I know. All right, let's go.
Paramedics, okay.
Watch out behind you, Chicky. He's coming fast.
Fine, thanks. Be careful. Don't let anybody slip.
Well, he's a pro.
Yeah, he's a pro. These signs are all over the park, and there's good reason for it. And if that young man had read it on the way down, maybe he wouldn't have had this terrible accident. But obviously he wasn't paying attention, and for some reason he thought he could scale down the waterfall on the slippery rocks, but it didn't work.
Well, young people think they're going to live forever. And they're indestructible. Yeah. And this is from the Stowe Mountain Rescue Facebook page. That's when they rescue the guy. He made the news and everything. The rescue people there are truly amazing. And they did a good job. Next, we moved on to Montpelier. And Montpelier is the capital of Vermont, as you all know. And we parked on State Street. And we had a little lunch there at the visitor center. The visitor center is really nice. It's an all house in State Street. State Street, everything is pretty much on State Street. Everything that you want to see. Love Heals, it says in there. This is the Capitol building. That's where they make the laws for the whole state of Vermont. Okay, so the next place we visited was Green Mount Cemetery. So Green Mount Cemetery is famous because of the statues that they have in there. They have a lot of really unique statuary in that cemetery. It's very, very old. I mean, you can read dates from 1800s, maybe even before that. But it is a very famous cemetery. It's featured in many articles about Vermont and about Montpelier. And here are some of the statuary that it's in. She's quite beautiful. And then there's this piece for the Hubbard. This explains it, because actually this is the front. It has two fronts. It looks just as good on either side. And finally, to complete the loop, we went to a place called Rock of Ages. And Rock of Ages, it's in Bar. This is a granite quarry. And it's actually, it's called the Smith Quarry, and it's 600 feet deep. And it's the largest operating deep hole dimension granite quarry in the world. They do offer tours of this place. Unfortunately, we got there Saturday and we couldn't take a tour. The tour takes about 40 minutes and it's a great tour. So this concludes our part 2 of Vermont. If you get to go to Vermont, Vermont is a beautiful state. If you have a motorcycle, ride your motorcycle around Vermont. It's really, really an amazing thing to do. This tour that we did was thanks to Jim from Breezy Meadows Campground. He's a motorcycle enthusiast, so he gave us a route. He gave us 3 routes actually. We put all 3 routes together and then we ended up doing this one here. So we were not sorry that it took a whole day to do this. We got up really early in the morning and we started hitting the waterfalls. And we were done like around 5 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and then we came back to the campground. But it's worth the trip. It's one thing that you can do in one day in Vermont. So I hope you enjoy the video, and if you have any comments, put them down below, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. We're going to keep on putting videos as long as we can, and well, you all have a great time. All right.
Life is an adventure and the world is huge, so subscribe today and join us as we explore and share it with you.